Yo, 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 yo. It's AKL Dude Your Bar with Just Saying Podcast. How you guys doing today, man? All right. Look here. We got such a special guest today, man. I think you all are gonna love this guy here, all right? This guest I got with me today is he's a very creative, talented young man. He's extremely smart. He's been self-developing himself for quite some time now. He can get a little emotional, whatever. But hey, who doesn't? Introducing me, goddamn it! All right, me, myself, and I. Today, I am rolling Han Solo. All right, for those that don't know Han Solo, Star Wars reference, but I'm just saying Solo, and Han Solo is not here with me. All right, for those that are probably gonna troll or either take it literally. But yeah, guys, I'm here solo today. I was supposed to have my guest Bruce Davey, a good friend of mine, a brother, here with me today. Unfortunately, he had some things come up. He did overplan and forgot all about your boy, but it's all right. I understand. Things happen, they come up, whatever. Um, so I don't know if you can hear in the back, but I do have his record. I Don't Care, IDC, his new single on iTunes. So go ahead and search Bruce Davey. All right. And check out his tunes, man. He's got another single, Less Stress, on there. And then Earn, You Are In, on Apple Music. So go ahead and check that out, man. Real great tunes. The dude's making the beats himself. He's producing and engineering solo. Okay, so definitely go ahead, check that out. But yeah, peace and love to that brother. We definitely gonna get him in here in the future, all right? But for today, y'all got me. So we gonna go ahead and kind of get this thing going and break into it, you know what I mean? So just a future warning. Yeah, I'm rolling solo, like I said a few times before, just a second ago. So you might hear some ums and likes and some pauses because this is the first time I'm going solo with y'all. So I'm excited for it. I know it's going to be some great content for those that are listening. And thank you to everyone who has been keeping track and in tune with the episodes dropping every Friday. I appreciate every single view and listener. I don't care if it's just 3 views. Okay. If you're taking your time and listening, clicking that podcast link, I truly appreciate you. Again, this is my business. This is my service that I offer to the people all around, all over. I don't care what you do or whatever. Even if you support Trump, come on to Just Saying Podcast and tell the folks why. Not that you owe us an explanation or anything like that, but just come on and discuss, man. Let's break stuff down and, get into some trending topics and take out the important ideas and, blase, whatever have you, all that good stuff. So I was listening to the first episode of Just Saying Podcast the other day, actually, and I'm noticing, even though I gave an agenda on what the podcast is going to be and what I'm looking for and the criteria, things like that, I did forget to mention who I am. Who is AK? Who is Armani? Who is AK Abdul-Jabbar? Who is Just Saying Podcast? So, real quick, I am a 23 going on 24, May 7th, 23-year-old Black male who is currently a licensed pharmacy technician. I do work at Pharmerica in Midland, Michigan. The Michigan might be news to some listeners. Yes, I have moved to Michigan. I've been out here for September of this year will make year number 4 for me. So everything's been great since I moved out here, and definitely different, but in a good way for anybody that knows what can have an idea what I mean. In a good way is not so many people I know out here and not distractions, and meeting new locals and new talent, new creative people, new good people, all those things. So Michigan's been great since I moved out here. Anyway, yeah, I'm a pharmacy technician at PharMerica, Midland, Michigan. And what I do there, fill prescriptions, basically. I'm a killer at that job, actually. I wish I had somebody to vouch for that, but anybody that has worked with me or knows me knows that I'm a hard worker. And when I'm at work, once I'm clocked in, I'm in work mode. I don't care about no, talking and discussing because my friends work there. None of that. I'm literally there to get my job done and beyond. So again, shout out to PharMerica for hiring me. I've been there for 2 years. I also run a clothing website. I announce it before and after the podcast. It is BLAK Association. That is the name of my brand that I'm offering to the public. And I get questions saying, oh, is it, white people or anyone that isn't of Black African descent. They say, oh, can I wear this shirt? Can I buy this stuff? And the question is, yeah, hell yeah. First of all, if you're buying, you could definitely wear it. I'm just playing, but yeah, it's not black as in black people. That is part of the message in the name, but it's not truly what it means. BLAK is as some of you might have noticed that the AK in there. Yes, that's me putting myself in that name. But the black part, the black title in Black Association is I got it from doing a little diving into YouTube spirituality and stuff like that, some books and things like that. I came across some information that being in that dark or that black space, even when you close your eyes, when you're dreaming, you're in that black space. And that's when we're the most creative. Yeah, you are still creative, with your eyes open in the light, doing activities. But when you dream, you create and sometimes you may or may not have control of it, but when you dream and your eyes are closed and you're in that darkness, you create a reality that is for you and you only. Okay, that's why some of our bad dreams might be weird to people, or our dreams are so good that we can't explain them to people so they can understand, or we simply forget because that black space is creating so much that we don't know how to perceive or handle or cope with it. And really lucid dreaming is a huge part of BLAK Association, because in that darkness, during that sleep and lucid dreaming, where you're astral projecting, meaning you can see yourself. Okay. And for me personally, if I'm laying down, lucid dreaming for me is like I'm literally up floating, like I'm glued to the ceiling, looking down on myself. And then it gets more weird because I never see my face. Even though I'm looking down on myself, I can't distinct. And I know it's me, but I can't make a distinction from the face, because I'll be walking in a dream and I can only see from behind me. I can't see the front. It's really weird. I really wish I could explain that to y'all, but yeah, that's the meaning of BLAK Association. And you are lying to yourself, okay, if you say you don't dream or you don't sleep. We have so many times where our eyes are closed and we're in that dark creative space, especially during meditation. Shout out to all the folks that meditate. But it really does happen. Okay, whether you believe in it or not. This is not even spirituality. This is just facts now. Okay. So yeah, again, that's the meaning of BLAK Association. I really hope that you guys visit the website, which is BLAK association.storeenvy.com. Upon visiting that website, I really hope you guys find some clothing that sticks out to you, you know, something you can see yourself rocking, or even if you just wanted to show some support, you know, grab a $20 t-shirt and, you know, whatever have you. Moving forward, I will be continuing to do raffles for BLAK Association. Shout out to Ashley Traxler, who just won the last BLAK Association raffle. She won a free t-shirt and a mystery item, which happened to be a custom Just Saying podcast mug. So again, if you have me on Facebook, I'm going to be more active on Instagram. But if you have me on Facebook, AK Abdul Jabbar, definitely tune in. You know, I'll be doing these raffles, giving away free stuff. Okay, who doesn't like free stuff? Probably some type of weirdo who, you know, I'm not the type to take free stuff. You know, one of those people. But yeah, back again to who is Just Saying Podcast. It's me, AK Abdul Jabbar. I am really trying my hardest to come out or bring more guests to you all. Yeah, I don't think there will be too many solo sessions. Again, this is just happening because of, you know, bad planning, late notice, whatever have you. It's completely understandable. Bruce Davey, I'm not mad. I'm not upset with you, brother. I hope you get all your business handled. Peace and love to you, man. Enjoy the weekend. All right. Now, there is a first of all, let me say this. Jordan Peele has just broke a record hours after the Us premiere. Okay, earning 7.4 million just from the Thursday screening. Just from that. Okay. We had the trailer that came out in December, and you know, a lot of people were like, man, you know, Get Out was awesome and a classic movie. I'm really excited to see Us. And yeah, this man has made 7.4 million in just a night. Just a night. Now, his previous film, Get Out, brought in 1.8 million the premiere night. So you come up with a $6.4 million increase, man. That ain't nothing but progress. All right, that's awesome, dude. That's crazy. I'm really looking forward to seeing that movie. I did hear that, you know, Get Out was about racism, but Us is about classism. And I'm kind of, you know, hearing that. I'm really looking forward to seeing what classism is being talked about, because from the trailer, for anyone that has seen, you know, this black family seems to have clones of themselves, or to me, it's perceiving as opposites of themselves. And, you know, it is, they say it's horror, but even though I haven't seen it, I'm not going to classify it as a horror. Even just going off of Jordan Peele's last movie, I'm gonna assume that this is another psychological thriller, you know, something that really gets you to think. But I'm really excited to see this movie again. I've seen some folks saying this was more about classism. I'm excited to see how people perceive that. Even after seeing the trailer, you know, with a lot of scary stuff, you know, the jump scare things that happen in there. This is looking like, from the trailer, it's looking like a great movie. I really doubt that Jordan Peele will disappoint. I really for sure know that it's gonna be one of those films that we have to discuss. So I'm gonna try my best to get in there this weekend, guys. I'm pretty sure tickets are sold out for tonight. They do have, well, it's currently 4:00 right now, but they do have a 7 and 9:30 showing. I'm gonna try my best to make it into that, but if not, I will see it before the next podcast drops, and we will discuss. And I may or may not hint at small spoilers. I don't want to ruin it for people that haven't seen it, but in the next video, I will let it be known that there will be possible spoilers discussed, depending on how I feel about it. All right. So again, shout out to Jordan Peele, bringing in 7.8 million on his Us premiere. That is awesome, my brother. What else we got here? I seen that Cardi B got a what do you call that damn word? She put a copyright on one of her phrases, or I would call it a sound, I would say. But her you know that y'all hear that quite often whenever you see her on the internet. Yeah, she put copyright on that. So which means y'all already know what that means, man. To me, I see more Black people trying to get ownership in the things that they're saying, the things that they're doing, and the things they're putting out. This is not the same, but this does remind me of, I want to connect it to a lot of these artists gaining their masters for their music, which means they own the original version of the songs they record. Ownership is so important. Okay, especially for Black people, because you know, in the music industry, you know, we don't really understand these contracts, I feel like, because I'm gonna take Lil Uzi for example. Lil Uzi is trying to get out of his deal, and you know, I don't know what his deal required, you know, entailed, if it was maybe a 3-album deal or a 4-album, whatever have you. But all we know is that he is unhappy. He hasn't put out any music because he's trying to get out of his deal. And again, he doesn't own any of this music, so he can't just get on his laptop, put it out. He can't just go to his manager, you know, and get the promotion going and things like that. The owning your masters is important because you want to be able to have that freedom, have that control over your music. You want to have that over anything you create and put out and give to your fans. So again, back to Cardi B. Yeah, that's awesome, girl. You go ahead then. Drop one of the clues bombs for Cardi B. Putting copyright on her phrases. I seen the article saying that white people were upset. I don't know why. White people, I didn't even know y'all like Cardi B that much, or at all for that matter. But hey, shout out to that sister, man. You know, she's out here doing everything we need to be doing, owning the stuff that we put out. Perfect example, Fortnite. Look at all the popular dances they took. You know, Block Boy, JB, Shoot. I think he might have been the only Black person, but anybody in general, even the Backpack Kid, he wanted his money from Fortnite for using the floss dance. Now, he didn't realize that when Fortnite first came out and he first got popular with that dance, he didn't realize that he signed a contract with Fortnite saying that Fortnite could use the dance, you know, without compensating him. And, you know, being young, taking the money, he signed it right away. And now, you know, that he's conscious of ownership, now he wants to come back at Fortnite and sue. And you have no legal case because you signed this documentation saying they could use it however they wanted to. So now I'm reaching out to the young folks, young people too, or just simply ignorant and uneducated people. Take that time and learn about ownership. Learn what you are signing your name on. You know, have someone there with you. That, you know, can't keep happening, guys. I want everyone to get credit for the things they bring to the table. Okay. Even me, I have to put a patent or copyright on BLAK Association, and maybe even can you put a cop? No, you can't own a font unless you like make it. But I can own that design. Okay, so I want to be able to own my design. I don't want anyone to say, "Oh, I can just get this made and pay for it myself." You know, I can be the one to make this, or I can be the one to wear it, promote it, and sell it, things like that. So even me, I have to take more into ownership. So I guess this is gonna be the chapter of 2019, getting that young ownership. All right. Oh, let's see. What am I playing right now? I don't know if y'all can hear, but I got some Future going in the background. Not really a huge Future fan, but it's music, you know. So that's really what's going on right now behind the scenes over by me. Oh, shout out to my boy Jakesa. Happy birthday to you, brother. Also, shout out to his wife Sarah. She's just about ready to pop, according to her. So congratulations on them. I think they might be expecting Lil William to come out today on his dad's birthday. So if that happens, that's awesome, man. Much peace and much love to you and your family, brother. Who else are we shouting out right now? Shout out to Creative Knowledge TV. Shout out to Cobra Vision. Shout out to Demario Crosby Show. We got any more shout outs, man? No, not really. I was just really looking forward to shout out Jason for his birthday, but I figured I might as well shout everybody out. You know what? I am on Hot New Hip Hop right now. So we're gonna look for no, we don't even have to look for this one. Next topic. Kodak Black, Young M.A. Okay. And I want to talk about this because for those that don't know, Kodak did have some lyrics in his song. I don't really know the name of the song, but he did have some lyrics telling Young M.A, you know, I still fuck Young M.A as long as she got a coochie. And the whole problem with that was, you know, obviously Young M.A, who is a lesbian woman who does not want any penis at all. Okay, she got on Instagram Live and was like, you know, I don't know what's up with y'all saying stuff like that. Like, y'all are weirdos. That shit is weird, which I agree with personally, 100%. I feel like as a straight man, you should show no attraction towards, you know, a stern looking male woman, I guess. Yeah, that's I mean, it should feel weird to say, Kodak, because you're talking to this woman who strictly likes woman. Okay, she raps about rocking the strap on. Okay, unless you plan on being the bottom, dealing with Young M.A, then hey, go for it. That's what you into. Whatever, I'ma leave you. But if you really trying to smash, you know, all that, nah, man, stop it, Kodak. Respect this woman. Again, she's still a woman, even though she may carry herself a little more masculine. Okay, I think if you're trolling Kodak, then you need to come out and say that, because he put up another video after the song. He says, "Look, Young M.A, you got a vagina. How could you not like the D?" And she made another video again saying, "Look, I'm gonna address this dude in person," which I think needs to happen. I think it needs to happen. She should go ahead, pull up on Kodak, talk to him one-on-one, be like, "Hey, you know, you've been saying this stuff on the internet. What's really the issue? Like, you know, I understand you may have some possible attraction towards me, but it's making me uncomfortable. I don't like it, and I really wish you kind of stop taking that to the internet. I think that's how it should go. But yeah, Kodak's a weirdo. He might be into that. You know, he did do some time. Okay, Young and May, he might want you to get in them guts or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. But Kodak, yeah, that's weird, bro. It's weird. Don't do that. You know what? There's a few of y'all I seen on Facebook, you know, sharing pictures of Young and May saying, "Hey, she decent," you know, and I'm like, I'm not here to judge nobody, man. If that's what y'all like, I'm all for it. I'm not gonna judge, to each his own. I mean, I might judge you, you know, to my girlfriend or whatever, but it is what it is, man. But y'all really be into that, huh? Cause if so, you know, a couple of y'all got girlfriends, and you know, you ladies might want to watch out for these weirdos, these obtuse men. All right. So, what I have planned right now, if you all can hear, is Solange. Yes, Solange. Her new "When I Get Home" album came out this year, a couple weeks ago, I think. And there's a song on there, Almeda, and I really love the song. That's the song playing right now, Almeda. And I think I like Solange better than Beyonce, honestly. You know, I guess we're gonna take into consideration the catalog, okay? Beyonce has a bigger catalog, more classical records, more videos, more money, but that don't matter with music. But Beyonce has had, not saying Solange is failing. Solange is a great artist, but Beyonce is more successful, okay? And I don't really want to keep comparing the two of them. This is really two different tones of sound. Like, I think I like Solange more because she's creating it herself. You know, who it's just her and whoever the producer and engineers are. But you get a Beyonce song and, you know, there's 12 different people on it, you know, produced by 8 different people, written by 4 other people other than Beyonce. You know what I mean? And Solange music is a lot more raw and pure and creative, and I really like that about this album. Almeda is one of my favorite songs on here, featuring Playboy Cardi. Oh, excuse me. Yes, I am getting it cracking with a little weed session right now. Don't bash me. Okay? To each his own. If you like weed, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not here to flip nobody or get anybody understand why. None of that. I literally smoke because I like to smoke weed. It's not to escape from anything. It's not to, you know, get a rush off of it. I'm not addicted to smoking. I can go a whole day without smoking weed. Okay. Figured I just, you know, put one in the air. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to all the weed connoisseurs. Even if you don't smoke it, you just take the edible or the gummies, or you hit your little THC pen, whatever have you, man. Shout out to y'all. All right. Woo. What else we got here on Hot New Hip Hop, guys? I seen this was weird. I seen this, okay, for anybody that's watching adult film, aka porn, okay. The adult film star Tiana Trump was on Adam 22's podcast, and she kind of got into talking about being 16 and being in porn. Long story short, y'all, turns out Oklahoma City Thunder player Paul George had sex with this woman at 16. There's an article here. I'm not even gonna open it, read it. I'm just gonna kind of touch on what she said during the podcast. There's a point, he was trying to help her, like, how can I help you get your business up? This, and that. So he portrayed as her on her, I think it was either her Instagram or her Twitter, but he pretended to be her, and he's messaging dudes like, hey, send me these kind of videos, and it was real weird. But excuse me, she ends up coming out saying that that they ended up messing around, sexually. I just hope this, and she's not saying, it was against her will or he forced her or anything like that. She literally saying like, yeah, when I was 16, I had sex with Paul George. And she also brought up that he didn't know her age. Or I guess recently he found out that back then she was 16 and he felt really disgusted. But I hope this doesn't turn into, the media reading the headline and, trying to cancel Paul George and bashing him, things like that. Yes, now that we know this, it's unethical. But again, they both are saying that he did not know at that time. I believe Paul George. He has no reason to lie, I feel like. So, yeah, that was a little weird, Paul George. He's pretending to be her, sending messages to guys like, super weird. But yeah, it's crazy. I'm just touching up on a little bit of everything. I'm real sorry if this is jumpy to everybody again. This is my first Han Solo podcast. I'm having a good time talking to y'all. I hope anybody listening is feeling the same way. All right. What do I want to touch on next? I want to get my brother on here as a guest. He does collect reptiles and breed them and go to expos and take care of his own personal reptiles that, don't go to the expos, don't get breeded or sold. That's super interesting because one, I don't know a single soul that does that. Two, I think it's a great way to tap into nature and what's really out here and what can really be made and created and things like that. He's showing me some cool ish, y'all. Real cool shit. Like he's got a gecko with a raptor eye. And when he first showed it to me, this raptor eye on the gecko was, a regular brown and tan with a hint of yellow, typical lizard eye. But I guess now the raptor eye is like a dark red. And he sent me a picture. He sent me the picture of it. And I'm like, and he explained like, yeah, the raptor eye turned red. So I'm thinking like, no, like what happened to it? Like, oh man, it sounds terrible. Like it's almost like pink eye for a reptile. But he's like, no, man, this is real cool. Like I didn't expect it to happen. And there's also other color variations of a raptor eye, and he kind of got into detail on the raptor eye in a reptile. And to even know that information while still, to know the things that he knows and still be a rookie into, the reptile thing as far as breeding them. Dude knows, my brother knows a lot. Shout out to Daryl, Bookie, Ozone. Man, what else we call you, man? Walla Walla Washington, man. Earl, Sweatshirt. All right. Shout out to him, man. Another shout out to him. We're definitely gonna get him on the podcast. I want it to be recorded too. I want to start bringing visuals on YouTube with the podcast for you guys, and I really want to show these reptiles. So I'm gonna have to engage in that and make that happen. Really, really, really good looking reptiles. All right. He's got snakes as well. He's got a bearded dragon. He's got this pink snake, and I forget the name of this snake, damn it, but it's a nice little soft looking pink snake. I like it. It's dope. Uh he's got another black and white snake and two other geckos. He went to an expo on St. Patrick's Day weekend and got other geckos to breed. So I can't wait to see what he has coming up in the next 6 months. I do want to get, I'm not going to wait 6 months to get him on here, but the summertime will be great. Anytime will be great, considering that I'm always looking for a guest and always needing someone to kind of carry this podcasting thing out with me. So yeah, man, shout out to him. Shout out to my other brother Sean, out here hooping. Okay, definitely going to the league, I feel like. All right, it's been a while since I've seen him ball. I feel like I just missed a game as soon as I come visit to Chicago for a weekend, but it's all love. We gonna get into him too on the podcast. Very cool, laid back young man. He's doing great in school. We do push for the NBA, but also to not follow the stigma of going play basketball like a black man. Also learn as well. So as a big brother, I feel like now more than ever is where I feel like the way I move and the things I say and do and carry myself is more important and effective to my youngest brother, making that transition out of high school to college. I have college experience as far as classes. I did go to college at Ross Education out here and to College of DuPage in Illinois. So I can't really give him advice on, the dorm life, college, going away. But as far as buckling down and organizing and being prepared, not procrastinating, I feel like I can be really effective in helping those areas. So shout out to him. Shout out to the whole family. Another shout out to Jimmy, because another intellectual I'm going to have on the podcast. Man, I got some great guests coming up. Shout out to Bob, who is he's a conspiracy theorist, but the difference with him is that he knows what he's talking about. He has receipts and evidence for the things that come out of his mouth. And I don't really usually care for conspiracy theorists, because it's like, you believe in a conspiracy when this clearly proves that that's wrong. But this guy, Bob, does huge and deep diving on the things that he's saying. So again, shout out to Bob. I do believe he is next week's guest, actually, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna double check on that. If you have Just Saying Podcast on Facebook and Instagram, I will keep you up to date on that. What else? Let's scroll through some music. All right. 2 Chainz, rapper Go to the League. Man, that album is dope. That album is crazy. My favorite song on there is tough, because it's between Sam, Girl's Best Friend, and NCAA and Whip. So 4 different songs. All right. I really feel like Girl's Best Friend is just a cut, to get jiggy to feel good, dance to. I'm playing it right now for anybody that can hear. I don't want to have it too loud. Matter of fact, I'm gonna turn it up real quick. Might be a little distorted in the back for those that are listening, but yeah, Ty Dolla $ign, 2 Chainz, Girl's Best Friend. The album was solid. The album was solid. Personally, I would say 2 Chainz best body of work. Okay. He's got Travis Scott, Kendrick Lamar, like I said, Ty Dolla $ign on the album, Marsha Ambrosia, and Ariana Grande. I don't really care. Lil Wayne. So, man, the album is dope. 2 Chainz, thanks for putting that out, man. Really, really good album. Doja Cat, shout out to her with the Amala album. Okay. Really, really great. Favorite song on that, obviously, is Tia Tamera. For anybody that knows me knows that when she put out the snippet to that song, I was really, really waiting on that. So it was good to finally get the full song with the album. Like I said earlier in the podcast, Solange with her When I Get Home album. That was another great album, man. It's some decent music kicking off this year, you know. They say I'm not a J. Cole fan, but he's got some work coming out next month. What I would want artists I would want to hear from this year, definitely Denzel Curry. He had between him and Mac Miller, you know, he won't be able to put out another unless they release an album of old Mac Miller tracks as an album, you know, that he had recorded before his passing. Then yeah, a Mac Miller album and a Denzel Curry album. Okay. Those two I would really love to hear more bodies of work from. Tyler the Creator. It's been about 2 years since Flower Boy came out. Who else do I want to hear from? Maybe Kendrick Lamar. No. It's too soon. It's too soon for Kendrick Lamar. I gotta let him sit in the vault for a little bit. Chief Keef definitely keep coming out with stuff. You know, that can never get old because I know you always tweet about the thousands of songs you sitting on. So anything you drop, I'm definitely gonna check out. That's really it. Playboy Cardi too. You know, I want to hear from him. That'll be nice. Andre 3000. The thing about him, I had an argument. You know, he's in my top 5 greatest of all time rappers, and I was telling somebody that, and they were like, "Man, how could he be in your top and he doesn't even have a solo body of work?" Which is true, okay, but he was in Outkast. Y'all, was Outkast not enough? Aquemini? Speaker Box? Come on, man. Pink and Blue? Come on, y'all. He's done his part to, you know, have credit and notoriety to be one of the greatest of all time. Top 5 greatest of all time. All right. Yeah, I would love to hear some Andre 3000 if it's possible. Maybe a solo album, you know. But, you know, a man can dream. A man can dream. Another Jaden Smith album or a mixtape will be awesome. Shout out to Jaden Smith. I like that. All right. Yeah, that's really who I'm getting into as far as the music. So if you guys know of any good artists, good songs, or something for me to check out, definitely let me know. I speaking of sending me good music and things like that, I want to engage with the people more, you know, the general public. So I have been taking the proper steps to promote Just Saying podcast through Instagram and Facebook. I don't really use it, have a Twitter for it. I don't have a Twitter for it yet because I don't think Twitter is really, you know, that hot place for a podcast right now. I could be wrong. You know, it's still social media. People will still see it. But yeah, I want to engage with the people more as far as, you know, putting out questions that are more general and not so spiritual, because not or maybe a mix of both. Ask questions that people can discuss and think of throughout the day. One that I wanted to ask or get started was, have you ever had, or what is your touchless orgasm? Have you ever had a touchless orgasm, or do you have a touchless orgasm? What is it? Maybe it's the smell of gas, okay, for me, or a smell of a permanent marker, or that fret, what you hear when you make that first cut into cardboard or construction paper. Okay, that was always one of those for me. Get real freaky on the podcast, but yeah, start asking questions that are a little funny or goofy like that. Maybe I feel like people can relate to that more if it's more entertaining than serious. I don't want it to be anything. Maybe sometimes it'll be something political if it's huge. Maybe once we get around the presidential debates or one of the candidates say something out of line, yeah, or the president does. But yeah, I want to help me find more ways to make it creative, or I'm sorry, more fun for you all. If there's anything you want me to add in the podcast, just shoot me a message through Just Saying Podcast Instagram or Facebook, and I'll gladly review it, come up with something, and tap into that. So yeah, that's what I want to start pushing for the people, is more engagement. Send in some questions and stuff. In other news, I am considering picking up making music again. For those that do not know, AK, I'm not a rapper. I wouldn't consider myself, no, but I had fun making music at a point. I still got a little stuff written here and there, but man, just I really miss getting in the studio and having that energy, being excited, because I'm like, man, like, yeah, this is me on the song. Like, I'm doing this song the way I want to. This is my voice. These are my bars, I can ad lib it the way I want. I can make it sound however I want. And I'm really looking forward to putting out more, not party, club music, but more dancey stuff that you can, jig to, vibe to, hit the whoa on it one time, or industrial dance on it, man. Something I just want it to be smiles on faces when my music comes on. And the older stuff that I do have, I kind of geared towards that way when I stopped with Lituation and my other song Dank. Those are really like jiggy song. Oh, and Homie Got the Pack. Yeah, my song Homie Got the Pack. That song, I want to do stuff more of that cadence, that vibe. You just roll your head to it, like you ain't got no choice to. Not nod your head, roll it. Okay, not get extra with the head rolling, but just tap into it. So I want to do more stuff like that, man. Shout out to Gabriel, I met him at Hamilton Pub out here. A lot of local talent goes to this bar and they perform. I met him. He was one of the bouncers at the door, and I added him on Facebook. We discussed, and he's a producer, engineer, and makes some great beats. Okay, and I think I'm gonna have to. Oh, I know I will. And I'm going to get up with Gabe, and we're gonna put something together that's so fire. He did a sample on "Can You Stand the Rain" that's really dope. But yeah, he's awesome at what he does. I really want us to get together and put something together. I know he'll give me exactly what I'm looking for and have a great time doing it. Critique me properly, and really make these hits that I'm envisioning. So yeah, that's what I wanted to get on for the summer. I'm trying to tap into that again. Just or not just now playing Sam by 2 Chains. Slowed down, real cool-esque. That's what we got on the podcast right now. Man, You Never Love Me at All, Barbara Mason. I keep going back and forth to the music, y'all, because a lot of good stuff keeps popping up. All right, turn this one up for y'all.
I used to love everything about you. I used to think I couldn't live without you. I used to build my whole world around you. And you hurt me so
Turn it up for y'all.
And about you I don't feel the same. Cause you never loved me at all. I was a fool.
Sorry if my singing so bad, y'all.
I used to wait for your phone call.
Hey, all right, that's enough of that, man. That's a cut. Shout out to Currency. Put me onto that during his Instagram live. I know y'all. If anybody that listens to him, he uses a lot of samples of oldies like that. So real good classic track. Real good classic track. Sorry if that was too loud. I should have thought about that before I just put my speaker up on the mic. All right. What else we got here, y'all? It's the Han Solo podcast. For those that might have fast forwarded, Han Solo podcast again, aka Abdul-Jabbar, is riding solo dolo today. All right, having a great time over here. Got my Barbara Mason going on. Okay, got the cats here with me, chilling. We having a good time with Just Saying podcast. What do y'all think about Tyga's hair? What is this? Pimp name, kickback, slick back, step back. What is he doing with his hair? I think he knows exactly what he's doing, because I feel like all publicity is good publicity, and he knows that this is just like Young Jock when he first got the perm in his hair. You know, getting that attention over a hairstyle. You know, people talking about you, and then you know you go ahead and do something. I don't know if he dropped a song or something. Correct me if he did, somebody, but yeah, that's really weird. Really weird. I said something earlier in the podcast about canceling, and there's this whole thing of cancel culture trying to happen right now, and it's not working. It's really not working. Perfect example. I got a couple that just happened within this week or two. Just Hilarious and Daniel Caesar. Now, Just Hilarious got backlash for going in on some Muslim guys getting on a plane, and Daniel Caesar is facing backlash because he asked, why are black people so mean to white people? So again, things that have to do with other races. And you know, with Just Hilarious, it was, you know, she came out and said she was just ignorant to the fact. She didn't think so many people would be upset. She just made a joke. She jokes on all people. and she educated herself and gave out an apology on what she said. Daniel Caesar cleared up what he said and was like, oh yeah, I'm drunk, but I'm still sticking true to what I said. We're being mean to white people and things like that. So according and this cancel culture only comes from Twitter. Like, it's Twitter where we go to decide, whether somebody's good enough or not. It's so weird how the media does that. Like, the media is able to come out and say, or get all these people to get one thing to go against somebody. You know what I mean? And it's not always a bad thing though, which is crazy. Because yeah, it'll weed out the sickos. It'll expose the true. It'll expose who it needs to. But trying to cancel somebody over difference of opinions, again, none of these people said anything wrong. I feel like personally, yeah, what is this cancel culture? How you just gonna cancel somebody just because you don't like what they said? Or I feel like if it's not personally harming you, then it shouldn't matter. But I'm not here to say what we should and shouldn't be offended by. It's just crazy that a lot you say the slightest thing these days and people are on you like that, on bumpers, as I would say. All right, shout out to Mo Laurie. That's crazy. What did Daniel mean? Why are black people being so mean to white people though? Like, I think he feels like we're being mean to them because we joke about them a lot. You know what I mean? But we don't go out, beating the shit out of them or going to, kill they people or anything like that. Like, we're not being mean to them. I feel like it's he's from Canada too. So you can't really speak on American issues. I feel like, I don't know. You can have an opinion on the outside, but that might be just what you see in Canada, man. In America, like, it's not an agenda of black people to be mean to white people. Like, if there's any reason why we're mean to them, is because they're mean to us. Like, and I don't even want to make it a whole race thing. I don't want to get into that division agenda, but I'm just trying to, I guess, touch on what he's saying. But I don't know. That's a weird thing to say. It's different to say that, like, why are white people being so mean to black people? Then you be like, oh, because look at history. You know what I'm saying? But I even hate getting into, diving into the past like that, because it doesn't help us. It's not helping us with right now. It's not helping us with today, unless we get people to understand that don't know the history. If you know the history, then you know it. But that's enough on that, man. Y'all know, AK, I'm not here to divide, none of that. Blase, blase. I'm just for all love, man. Love all people. That's it. Really, that's simple. It's not hard to do. It might be for you, but it's not for me. So don't come attacking me. Oh, yeah. Fuck cancel culture. I don't agree with it. It doesn't. I mean, it exists because we say it, but it doesn't work. Okay. Y'all tried to say Kanye was canceled, but he dropped an album tomorrow. Y'all gonna listen to it. Y'all trying to say Just Hilarious is canceled, but guess what? She's still probably gonna get on Wild and Out. Stop saying stupid stuff, folks. Shout out to the underachievers as well, dropping the clues bombs for them. Y'all seen how J. Cole was dressing in the GQ magazine? If you haven't, Google J. Cole GQ. Tell me your thoughts. He remind me of an extremely goofy movie when he was trying to, when Goofy was being cool skateboarding and he was coming down from the sky with his parachute bell bottoms, looking goofy. T.I. scolds man wearing Gucci. It's not what's in you. It's not. It's what? T.I. scolds man wearing Gucci. Sorry, y'all. I'm on hot new hip hop right now. T.I. scolds man wearing Gucci. Quote, it's what's in you, not what's on you. This is from yesterday. So I wonder, after hearing the news that Dapper Dan started. Hold on, let me get my facts straight. Let me get my facts straight, y'all. Hold up. Sorry. Wait on me. Dapper Dan started. Man, come on, man. Come on. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Look, they let that. I can't find it right now. They let Dapper Dan, kind of do something in Gucci where it's a foundation for black fashion designers to, kind of come up. You know what I'm saying? I think it's something of that cadence. But Gucci itself invested $3 million into that. And is that what we were looking for? Kind of, maybe, black people. Is that what we wanted in the end? Do we keep knocking people for wearing Gucci? Is the boycott over? Kind of like the Colin Kaepernick protest. We never kneeling. We never really said what we wanted to happen. We never really said what we want the outcome was. I think with Gucci, we just wanted to be mad. Like, I don't know. This is it's hard to say. I think I'm gonna say we were looking for Gucci to take the stuff down and for our people to stop wearing it all together. And we were looking for more black businesses to be bought from, more black clothing, which I've dropped. I've had plenty of sales, but the people, it's the people that were preaching buying black. I haven't seen a few of y'all buy, for me. Okay. And it's not me complaining about the sales, is that's what you're demanding. I'm offering it to you, and you're not really sticking on your word. So yeah, maybe this is what we were looking for as far as Dapper Dan coming through and opening the gateway for black fashion designers, things like that. That's awesome. Shout out to Dapper Dan. And I'm just saying. What else we got here? Let's find some positive news, guys. Right now, got playing Don't Know Me by Hit Boy and Dom Kennedy on the courtesy of $500,000 album. Great album. Script! Don't know why I did that. That's what Safari does. It's funny. Let me see. Whoa, Cory Booker thinks Rosario Dawson as First Lady would be awesome. I like Rosario Dawson. She's cool. She alright. She cool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Any new mixtapes out? Let's jump back into the music. Nav. I don't listen to Nav. Lil Xan, Rich the Kid. Yeah, look at music these days. Oh, we got some Smoke DZA. He cool. Got some Young Chop. Zaytoven and Chief Keef. Yeah, that was old. I meant to put that in the little shout out I did before. All right. Also got a little drink here too. All right. Not no alcohol, just a Blue Moon Belgian White. Nothing major. Nothing major. Never been to play a hater. Hey, y'all hear about Adrian Bronner and this gay guy? I'm not saying I'm looking at it, but he okay, I'm gonna look at it right now. Yeah, he got into this back and forth thing with this gay guy. This gay guy was exposing him for eating his ass. Like, what? And you know, Adrian Bronner's like, hey man, you come around me. If I don't have my gun on me, I'm gonna knock you out. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that gay stuff. Like, very homophobic. If anybody needs to know what homophobic slang is or talk, it's definitely what he said. Okay, don't get it mixed up. He's saying, quote, if any effing punk ass N-word come run up on me trying to touch me on all that gay shit, I'm letting you know right now, if I ain't got my gun on me, I'm knocking you the F out. If I got my gun on me, I'm shooting you in the effing face, and that's on God and them. I'm not playing with none of these N-words. I don't like that gay-ish. Wow. Wow. Why would you say that? And then look, if I got my gun on me, I'm like, come on, man. You gotta think before you speak and get on social media saying that stuff. Just because you can fight, which you haven't won one in a while, okay? You can't say stuff like that. I don't care who you are, how much money you make, what your status is. You can't say stuff like that, man. You have to think before you speak on. You have to think before you speak to media like that. So now, do we cancel Adrian Bronner for saying these things? I'm not homophobic. I'm not homosexual, so I'm not offended. I don't have to cancel him. LGBT community, y'all gonna cancel him? This is weird, man. I bet I haven't seen anything. Maybe Twitter. I haven't checked my Twitter, but I'm pretty sure there's some hint of cancellation in there. I bet y'all. I bet y'all. Now playing Sweat It Out by The Dream. If you ever with your lady, go ahead. Throw that tune on. Let her sweat it out one time. Okay? Oh man, more R. Kelly news. I'm not even clicking on it. All right. Not clicking on it. 21 Savage, Nike Air, more money, sneaker collab. 21 Savage is out here flexing lately, man. Okay. Custom Nikes. Not that it's hard to get custom Nikes if you're a celebrity, but just with the one of one TV bed, gaming bed, TV, whatever it was that he put on his Instagram. That's crazy. Flex like that $100,000 bed. Got the TV right at the foot of the bed. It's like all one unit. You can put shades over it. It's got a remote over it. Pretty sure it's got some speakers around the insides of it. Looks real dope, man. It looks really cool. I wish I had 100K to drop on it. And when I say I wish I had 100K, I mean like I wish I had 100K to waste on that. Well, I got everything I need to. I'm like, oh, hey, this bed is $100,000 bed. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I can buy it. I go ahead and buy it. That's the American dream. No, it's not the American dream. Well, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap up the podcast, guys. Anybody that's tuned into this episode, I really appreciate it, especially since I went solo on this one, and kind of went with some random content. But there's never nothing wrong with that. Just sitting around and discussing and hanging out with you all, letting you all listen to me ramble, whatever you want to call it, whatever you consider it. But I appreciate anybody who viewed or tuned into this podcast, episode 105, Han Solo. Again, shout out to Bruce Davey. We will get you on another episode, brother. No worries. Much peace and much love to you. Shout out to the previous guests. Shout out to everyone I shout outed throughout the whole podcast. And again, I am AK Abdul-Jabbar, also in association with BLAK Association. Go ahead and shop for some merch now. Again, BLAK Association, where we sit in that black space where we are the most creative. Okay, the website is BLAK Association .storeenvy.com. Okay, go ahead, cop yourself some merch. This is AK Abdul-Jabbar with Just Saying Podcast, and I'm just saying.